27th of October 2023. I initially thought this was going to be a news flash, but then I realized this is actually a Warrafak moment of note. Yes, Neil de Beer, swallow it. It's a Warrafak of note. I've been following Des for a while, and I had a more of a fight with him one night because he made a statement that all Afrikaners are traitors, and I was hell of upset, you can understand that. And the end of the whole fucking argument was that he blocked me and whatever. Now I've seen he's opened that channel again. The fact of the matter is, listen to what he is saying. He is now starting a new political movement. Take note, a new political movement. They call themselves OHM. My base problem with it is that for them to actually execute all their beautiful plans, we need a massive change in the Constitution, and all of you know how fucking difficult that is. But listen to what he is saying. Listen carefully. The South African Bill of Rights does not give you the right to elect the President of South Africa, elect the MP in your constituency, elect the mayor in your metro or municipality, elect the councillor on your local council. It also does not give you the right to direct representation as a party whips dictate votes on bills to their subjects, so they cannot represent your wishes for fear of being removed. The party gang system rules over South Africans. Now, there is so much truth in what he is saying. Those that follow my channel know that I have been very vocal about many of the politicians and the political parties. And in my view, there's not a single political party in that parliament that actually represents me. But yet, being a guy that believes in playing the cards that's on the table, I vote, and then I have to vote for somebody. I even, in the previous election, I even pissed my vote out on the purple cow. The fact of the matter is, at least I voted. The reality is that we are sitting with a bunch of fucking cretins in that parliament that don't give a fuck for you or me. Des is making a lot of sense in what he's saying. Those that follow my channel will know that I have been very outspoken about what happened to the Afrikaner Accord and how the Afrikaners, the Boere, were screwed big time. And then there was that video that Corneille Mulder made in which he tackled me. And I answered on that thing. But if you go and you look through the comments and the messages that I get and the phone calls that I get, really concerned guys that ask me, okay, but who the hell must I vote for? And I've made a few suggestions, and at some stage I even suggested the ACDP, and then 2 days ago I saw a fucking video of that leader of the ACDP. He's a bloody racist, man. I'm not going to vote for a fucker like that. He is a racist. Plus, he's a Zionist supporter. So, we have a major problem. I said to a guy that phoned me 2 nights ago, and I said, look, if you take me now and you rip me out of my seat and put me into a voting booth and say, vote for your life, the only party that I will vote for is Inkatha. And that will raise a lot of frowns again. In 1994, I voted for Inkatha. Why did I vote for Inkatha? Because I stayed in the heartland of Zululand. To sit there and vote for anything else is fucking stupid. But the fact of the matter is, we are all in deep trouble because of political fossils that has glued themselves onto those fucking green seats, and they're there just for the salary. Not for you or for me, for the salary. That is why terms must be limited. Guys, Corneille Miller brags that he's been sitting there for I don't know how many fucking decades, through how many regimes and what. The fucking question is, what is his legacy? Sweet blow fuck all. Now he wants to give himself out as this major specialist on coalitions. What the fuck is that? This moonshot pack is a bloody bullshit story. What the people that has got parties in that fucking moonshot pack must just understand, the DA is going to screw you all. That is what's going to happen. The DA will screw you all. What is actually, in essence, coming out of that fucking moonshot pack is there's a subliminal message being sent to the smaller parties members. We're not going to make a vote for the DA. That's what they're doing. Think about that. The reality is that we've got a big problem with the XXX. They have made their plans long ago, and they execute them every day, one by one. And they will carry on doing it as long as they've got all that power and that mighty warrior clan called politicians. Doesn't matter in which party, they're all infected and infested with XXX shit. Now, I made a suggestion. Take the, let's call it, the dormant and dying AWB for the Boere. Refurbish the damn thing and get it on the voters roll. And I've had lots of comments about that. And then last night, I got a very interesting message. And the guy said, listen, there's big moves in the Freedom Front Plus. There are people here that want to get rid of the traitors. And it's not many. We have to clean them out to create a proper home for the Boere and the Afrikaners, conservative Afrikaners. Now that, to me, well, it can work. And as I've said many times, I've got zero political aspirations. I've got zero leadership aspirations. I'm here to tell you guys what the fuck I'm seeing. And the things that I'm seeing doesn't look good. So the members, the voters, the supporters of the Freedom Front, you guys must make sure that if you want your party to survive, you will have to do some weeding. And you'll have to do it quickly. And you have to do it vocally and publicly, so that the people can see that you were serious about sanitizing your party. If you don't do it, you're going to lose a lot of votes, because the people, the ordinary, decent people, they are gutful. They've had enough of this political bullshit. These politicians are taking us all to hell. But the sheeple follows, and the rebels has got no home. So, think about that. We need a home for the patriots. We need a home for the patriots. If the Freedom Front core members can do a sanitizing, they might be surprised. And you must understand, I'm not a guy that promotes racial splits and cut like that. It is all about integrity, principles, and culture. Decency, common decency. That is what we have to get. I've been challenged again to reveal my source for the things that I published on that Afrikaner Accord. I cannot do it, because my source is in a hell of a precarious position wherever he is currently. And he is where he is because it became unbearable for him to stay in South Africa. So you guys must understand, we're fighting a big fucking monster. But let's fight that monster like David fought Goliath, and not like Don Quixote fought fucking windmills. The problem is integrity. Look at this Neil de Beer. Big mouth. And he's got a hell of a lot of things to talk and say and all of that. But then he makes a video that he publishes on YouTube in which he pops a fucking pimple in your face. What the hell is that? Common decency would have told him, hey, you don't do shit like this. But no, he thought it was a fucking good place to sit there and pop a fucking pimple in my face. For what? To prove to me he can take a pimple? To prove to me he can take pain? What the fuck? This is a problem. We're sitting with people in political leadership positions that's got zero fucking integrity, zero manners, zero culture, no decency. They're there for the fucking money. Look what they did to us during the pestilence. While we were all suffering like hell and battling to keep our heads above the water, they voted themselves a fucking increase in pay. I've said to the EFF guys the other night, what the fuck is this story with you putting on dishcloths over your heads and caps and then commit your and pledge your support to the Palestinians? But here in your own country, your own pensioners don't get their SASA in time. Why are you not in the streets? Why don't you go and rip those fucking politicians out that's in charge of that? Tire them. But no, you like to fight windmills. This is the problem. People do not understand that we are in a seriously dangerous fucking position here. We've got a major fuck up brewing up there in the Middle East. Now I'm going to remind you again, if things get out of hand in the Middle East, the Suez Canal is automatically out of play. That means all the trade must come past the southern tip of South Africa. Then last night, a guy sent me a message in which he tells me that the stevedores, the support for the ships, in other words, repairs, replenishment, shit like that, that was always provided by a South African company, is no longer being done by a South African company. There's an agency that imports all the shit that the ships needs. They land in containers on the harbour, and then that agency distributes that to the ships. No South African products, no South African skills involved in that. Is there anybody making a tweet about that? Fuck all. Because these dumb, stupid ANC leaders that you chose, guys that should not even be in charge of a spaza shop, you choose them to govern our country, and they fuck up as far as they go. Now this morning I see again, they're now going to start a new SOE. What the hell is that? They fucked everything up that was there. Now they want to try a new one. But the fact of the matter is, the stupid voters, they keep on supporting them. They do not understand that these people are stealing their future, the future of their children, of their grandchildren. But they don't see it. No, they'll cheer for Malema when he sings "Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer." Fuck. And then they want to promote Ubuntu. They don't fucking know what Ubuntu means. They don't know. But they want to promote it. They should go and sit down and study Ubuntu. But our problem is, decent people do not want to be in politics. That is a more of a problem. So, that's a lack of leadership, because the decent people stays away from that cock. But that leaves us with the idiots in charge. Same thing happened in America, exactly the same thing. Same thing happened in Europe, exactly the same thing. And we can see the Western Empire is collapsing. It's gone. But we must be awake with these fucking politicians. Read again what Des says. It makes a lot of sense. And you must think about that. And then to the Freedom Front people. If you guys do not sanitize that party, you're done. You're going to be like a thorn on a prickly pear in the next dispensation. The prickly pear is the DA, and you're going to be a little thorn on them. And for us, the decent people, the normal people, the DA is just as lethal as the ANC. The only difference is the DA actually delivers some service, plus the biggest fucking problem that we have is the DA has got brains. So you must understand, when they start executing the XXX plans, those plans are going to be fucking good plans. Not this dipshit shit that you get from the ANC. So, be aware of that. We need a political party that we can actually trust with our future. And at that point in time, when you look at the building, see a political party as the building, that Freedom Front Plus is a very good building. But the fucking problem is, there's a few flaws there in the foundation. And fortunately, it can be repaired. But it's going to take some people to actually dig that foundation open and get that fucking rotten bricks out there and throw them away and replace with good bricks and close up, and then the building can stand. But as long as that rotten bricks are there, you're bound to collapse. So, I'm not going to carry on with this. I'm so fucking angry. But I want to take this moment and just tell you, please, if you can, join my Telegram channel. Join the Telegram channel. So that you know at least where the hell you can find me, because I'm doing shit here that the mainstream doesn't like it. And I want to thank the people that are supporting the channel. The guys that are supporting the channel financially. It is most welcome. And I have given the links, and the links is in the description of this video. For the local South Africans that want to, there is the debit order option. And for the overseas guys that wants to keep this old fucker rambling, you can do it through PayPal. But the fact of the matter is, I cannot really continue day after day doing this shit and feed myself and my wife. I cannot do it. So, on this Friday, think about what 00 Des has said. And let it sink in. And then out of what he has said, realize how powerless we actually are. Have a great day.